In this video, we're going to show you how to create a case study document using the proposal kit. Now, the proposal kit is normally used for writing proposals, business plans, and so on, but it can actually create any type of business document where you have something like a introduction, table of contents, your front and back covers, and then a collection of body pages. If you actually look at our website, one of our articles is specifically how to write a case study document using Proposal Kit. If you just scroll through this article, it'll give you some examples. It'll list a couple of the examples that are included in every proposal pack. So every single proposal pack and the professional do include templates and some examples and layouts for case studies, as well as any other type of business document. Now we're going to illustrate this case study with our real estate number 6 design theme. Now note we have hundreds and hundreds of design themes that cover all types of industries or general purpose logo designs. So it doesn't matter which design theme you pick, but by selecting a specific design theme that fits your situation, your type of business, and then picking a set of chapters that cover your case study, you can create any kind of case study, whether it's a specialty one for medical healthcare situations, environmental, building, construction, so on. So every time you're going to create a document, you click this Document Projects button, and we'll add a new project. And then we'll click this Pick Documents button. Now there's a few places you go in this Pick Documents screen to select your chapters. You could just start checking off chapter templates on your own using these checkboxes. Now these are the 40 most common templates used typically in Proposal Kit. So these are going to be usually proposal related ones, but you'll still probably always use the title page, back page, table of contents, and then you'll start selecting interior pages from these drop downs. And you can get to the thousands of chapter templates you have available by clicking these categories. Now, if you want a pre-made set of chapters or a sample, you can click this View Samples tab. There's hundreds of included samples in each proposal pack, and there'll be one case study example. So we could just do a search on the word case or case study. And you see this case study sample. Now we can open the sample and take a look at it. Sample's a PDF, and then we can import the actual chapters and content from this sample. Now note, all of our samples have been created with a specific design theme. Now this is an environmental case study, creating a green community, and this was in a line art environmental design theme. But whatever design theme you've purchased and installed, that's the visual look that your case study will be in. We're actually going to illustrate this with a real estate design theme instead of this environmental one. But this is a sample of a case study. And we can actually pull in the sample content into our case study we're going to build, or we can just create a case study from a list of chapter templates that we'll fill in. Now we can also go over to this Quick Start tab, and we can just do a search on case study. Now there's hundreds and hundreds more layouts in the Quick Start list. And also the Quick Start lists will have usually more chapter templates included than in the samples that they match to, just to give you more writing ideas. Now we can pick this case study report, and you'll see it's made up of 12 chapter templates. I'm going to import this into our project. Now, case studies are going to be completely different for every single person who's going to be creating one. So the list of chapters that are selected in these pre-made lists probably aren't going to match exactly what you're doing for your situation, but they'll have some chapters that are kind of commonly used in case studies. And you can completely customize this list of chapters using, the add templates, the search by name tab, to add chapter templates that'll match your situation better. Now, once you're done selecting the chapters for your case study using these various tabs, and you can always see what chapters you've got currently selected, you can change the order of these, you can drop out chapters you don't want, you can add more chapters. You've got thousands of these chapter templates to pick from to custom assemble a case study. Once we're all done, and you'll see the drop down here, by default the word proposal is usually going to be the default graphic put on the front title page. So we can change this to the word study instead of a proposal. And you've also got a lot of options for what you want that main title page wording to be. And you can always customize this with your own text anyway. Once we're done selecting all the chapters, you can fill in the company data and client data screens. Since this is going to be a case study, you're probably not writing it to a specific person like you would a proposal, so the client data isn't necessarily used. But the company data, that just might be put onto the front cover or maybe the About Us page if you're adding something like that in. So when we're all done, we click the OK Save Project, and now we just sit back and wait for the wizard to build this case study template. And all the customizations we've made in the wizard, like graphics changes, color changes, font changes, everything gets applied at this point as the wizard's building the document. All right, this document's been generated. Now we'll take a look at it. And you can see this is now in our real estate design theme. And the color scheme and everything kind of suits an environmental green community type study document. And you can see the list of chapters we selected for the case study. And you'll note this actually pulled in the content of that case study example that's in Proposal Kit. If you use just the general purpose fill in the blank templates, it'll still say present situation as the chapter header, but this will be instructional fill in the blank text for you to put in your own content. And you can see that is the full case study example. And note, you won't have our name and address, contact information in any of the pages. This is just what was entered in the company data and client data screens when we generated the project. So this would actually be your name, address, phone number, contact information, including in the footers. This can actually be your information that will get inserted. And same thing on the cover. The proposal title, this will be whatever you entered in the company and client data screens, the prepared for, prepared by. Now for case study, you might just skip the prepared for, might even skip the prepared by. You could even put in a few introduction sentences here. It's up to you to completely customize these documents. Now we'll illustrate a second type of case study, and we'll just pick a different design theme. Now note we have all of our hundreds of design themes imported into our wizard here for the demo. Only the one or ones you've purchased will actually be selectable here in the list. And we're going to illustrate this next case study with a healthcare design theme. And just like before, we will add a new project. And I'm going to go back to the quick start and import a different case study list. So we already made up a pre-selected list of chapters for a healthcare case study a little bit earlier. And we're just going to import that list here. So this is a different set of chapters. But you can see it still starts with the same title page, table of contents, ends with the back page, but the interior pages are completely different this time. And this is going to be for a case study for a medical case, probably drug pharma related. And just like before, we save the project and let the wizard build this document. All right, this document has been generated. Let's see what this looks like. And you can see it's in our healthcare kind of pharma design theme. Got the table of contents. Now this list of body chapters is completely different, and you can see this is more tailored towards more of a healthcare medical type list of chapters, where they can talk about the particular case of a patient and the effects of, a drug trial, for example. And you've got all the body chapters here ready for you to start filling in. And again, you can swap out our stock logos in these design themes with your own. This will be your information that you entered into the company client data screens. All of these documents are completely editable. You can replace the background photos with your own. For example, you can just double click, use Word, change picture, and that will allow you to select a different picture on your hard drive to swap out the background graphics, and you can do that with any of the graphics. So these are all completely customizable Word documents once you've generated a template. And that's really all there is to creating documents such as case studies using Proposal Kit. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and click subscribe to keep up on the latest proposal writing tips with Proposal Kit.